Hugh Jackman and Cate Blanchett will lead Australia's charge at this year's Emmy Awards. Dystopian superhero series Watchmen leads the nominations, along with the marvellous Mrs. Maisel. And Netflix has picked up a record number of nominations. For more on this, here's Alicia Vrajlal, the editor at HuffPost Australia. Alicia, let's go to the strong contenders first. Obviously, Game of Thrones is out this year, so what's in the mix?
Yes, that's right, Gemma. So as you mentioned, Watchmen has 26 nominations this year. And we've also got productions like Succession and Ozark that have come out with 18 nominations. Oh, and as you mentioned as well, the marvellous Mrs. Maisel with 20. And Netflix has definitely been a big one for sure.
And as to the Aussies in the mix, who's in there and who's looking like a good chance?
Well, Hugh Jackman is nominated for his role in Bad Education. He's up against the likes of Mark Ruffalo and Jeremy Irons. So there is some stiff competition there, whereas Cate Blanchett is up for Best Actress, Best Lead Actress in a Limited TV Series or Movie category for Mrs. America. And Toni Collette, she's up for Best Supporting Actress in the Netflix production Unbelievable. We also have some other Australians. So we've got comedian and fan favourite Hannah Gadsby. She's nominated for her Netflix special Douglas, and also homegrown talent and up-and-comer Sarah Snook for her performance in Succession. So it'll be an interesting one to see, but it's really nice to see some Australians getting a nod.
And the limited series race might really be the most competitive.
I think so, Gemma, because, you know, some of those Australian stars, they're nominated in the Best Actor, Best Actress comedy, Best Actress category, sorry. And, you know, we've got other people like Paula Mescal, Jeremy Irons, in the Best Actress category, Cate Blanchett, Kerry Washington. And with those limited series, there's some big contenders as well. We're looking at Unbelievable, Little Fires Everywhere, Watchmen, Unorthodox, Mrs. America, all of those ones that have gotten quite a few nominations in the whole Emmys nomination list.
And what about the snubs? Because we talked a moment ago about Unbelievable, which Toni Collette was nominated for, but Merritt Weaver and Caitlin Dever in Unbelievable delivered very strong performances. They didn't get a nomination. Who else maybe should have been in the mix this year who missed out?
Well, I think someone who's always nominated, you know, at least in the past few years, has been Reese Witherspoon. And she had a real chance this year. There were 3 shots, you know, she had, you know, she's in Big Little Lies, Little Fires Everywhere, The Morning Show, which was the Apple production with Jennifer Aniston. So it was a bit surprising to see, you know, the small screen darling, given she's done really well with Big Little Lies at the Emmys the past few years. She didn't get anything. Zoe Kravitz is another one. Again, we have seen her on Big Little Lies, but she shows a bit of a lighter side in the High Fidelity reboot. And in terms of shows as well, The Good Fight, you know, it could have been nominated for drama series. It's essentially a spin-off of The Good Wife. So those are a couple that people have been watching and they're popular, but they haven't got a nomination this time.
And does the list of nominees reflect diversity in the industry?
You know, in a time when diversity and representation is being widely discussed, I think it's really important that there are, you know, diverse, you know, that there is diversity represented in these categories. We've got 36 actors of colour nominated this year. I think in terms of the categories for people of colour and the LGBTQIA plus categories, we've seen some promising signs. I mean, in terms of black actors, we've got Zendaya, Tracee Ellis Ross, Mahershala Ali, and, you know, I think with someone like Zendaya, often when it comes to the Emmys, they don't usually typically look at up-and-coming actors. So this is really great to see. But for what we're seeing on social media, there still isn't as much Latino representation. And like always, this is an ongoing conversation. And, you know, one awards show nominations list is not going to fix everything. So positive step, but there's still a long way to go.
And what will the ceremony actually look like?
So this year, Gemma, is going to be really different. Of course, we're amidst the coronavirus pandemic. There'll be no live show. It's going to be hosted and streamed in Australia on Foxtel, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel, who's, you know, big comedian in the US. The questions we're asking now, will there be a virtual red carpet? Will celebrities dress up at home in their lounge rooms and stream that live? And will nominees have a Skype connection ready to make their acceptance speech? It's definitely going to be different this year.
Yeah, it's definitely a fair point there. Alicia Vrajlal, editor at HuffPost Australia. Thanks for chatting to us.
Thank you.